All right, Shalom. This is Harwan Banyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Harakak Wadash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Excuse me. In light of recent situations that happened, I want to do a, impromptu on this topic dealing with these homegrown terrorism, hate, what they call a hate crime, and this BHI, Black Hebrew Israelite movement or title or label. So I think this may be a 3-part lesson, but I'm gonna start with the BHI mindset. The label that the rejects of Israel have taken on, calling themselves Black Hebrew Israelites, right? Playing right into the agenda of Esau, man, the agenda of the system, the agenda of that carnal revolutionary militant mindset, when the Lord didn't send us here to do that. All right. So somebody that's truly in the spirit, they will understand that we were sent here to heal, not to kill. And he that is without sin cast the first stone. All right. Because I just want to hit a couple points before I start. Because who you think could be a fake Jew could actually be an Israelite. Who you think could be Chinese could be an Israelite. And so on and so on. All right. If you're choosing according to color. That's not what this is about. This truth is not about color. Now you have something called Rex 84. I may do a lesson on it later, where they put, ever since the 60s and 70s, they put the BHI, Black Hebrew Israelites, on terrorist or hate group watch list, man. And these things are going to happen. You're going to have bad apples in every bunch. If this guy would have killed somebody and he's from the church, he's from a Baptist church or Pentecostal, they're not gonna come on the news and say, yeah, Pentecostal man kills Jews. You know. Now, a couple key points that I noticed about this guy. One, I never seen him before, never heard of his name, so never seen him on any videos teaching or anything, man. He looked militant in his spirit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can be militant, but it's just about, we're not sent here to murder nobody. We're not sent here to kill nobody. We have no right to take another man's life. Even in the past, we had no right. It's all up to the Most High, His will, when He gives the green light, when He rises up to the prey, when He hands out the judgment to the people. All right. So it says Jersey City shooter social life revealed. So they was all on social media. So that lets you know you have a lot of cats that's in this truth that be posting all kind of shit all over social media, man. And they the ones I stay away from. Like, they be on that, fuck Esau, fuck this, fuck that, he died, he's all this crazy shit. And you should expect the type of backlash you're gonna get, man, when you're all over social media, egging on and cheering on death. All right. Yeah, we're gonna want to see the downfall of our enemy, but who's your enemy? You gotta be able to point them out. We can point at them, but we don't know for sure. Anybody could be anybody. All right. Yeah, those fake Jews, they're our top enemy. Cause why? 'Cause they stole our damn identity, and they're in our land. They make they make us pay taxes to them for them to even exist since 1948. They look over the Holocaust that happened to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they honor that minor Holocaust that happened to them. Well, it wasn't even a Holocaust because they're not the real Jews. It was just a slaughter that happened. All right, 100. But look what happened to 100 million so-called Negroes, man. I say so-called because we're not Negroes, we're not African, and we're not Black. See that? Now this is a term, a political term to apply to that black mindset, that revolutionary militant mindset of wanting to go out and gain your own freedom through the gun or through, through killing. And that's not righteous. That's not the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. When Yahweh Shai shows up, he has that right. All right. We don't have that right now. The only thing we got is what? You go out there and say your testimony. You have testicles, you give a testimony. And you teach and warn your people, rebuke your people, edify, build up your people, comfort your people with the word. All right. Educate them. But then the heathens, the scriptures say, don't cast your pearl before swine. And you're going to reprove and rebuke them as well, though. All right. Casting down imaginations. And it just so happened that Esau created a lot of these imaginations, saying that they're the children of the Lord when they're not. All right. The so-called Caucasian race. Now they keep saying this word, hate crime, hate speech. No, it was just a crime that he committed, man, that those people committed. And another thing that stuck out to me is this. All right. It says here, Black Hebrew Israelites, plural, identified as Jersey City shooting suspects. All right. Now, what I read was that it was only that one guy right here that was that used to be followers of one of those camps, probably ICGJC or somebody, man, one of them camps that's stuck in derision. All right, that do that whole black supremacist, white supremacy, black supremacy. It's like black and white with these people, man. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Now, right here, it says Black Hebrew Israelites. How can you identify? It's crazy because one clip I saw, it said, matter of fact, I probably have it. Let me see. Where is it? All right, here it is. It says, this is when they first put it out, who he was or who they were. It says 3 sources say Anderson was a one-time follower of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. So what? He could have been a one-time follower of a Baptist church. You get what I'm saying? So all that information doesn't matter. They act like slavery didn't exist. They act like racism doesn't exist. Anything could have been his motive. It don't matter what he posted on his social media. It don't matter. All right, there's a lot that happened in this world to our people. And you're going to have extremists. You're going to have zealots. And you deal with those extremists and zealots, how you deal with them. All right, because the scriptures say we're supposed to obey the law of the land. And we shouldn't murder. All right. It says a group of, check this out. 3 sources say Anderson, so just him, was a one-time follower of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. One, there's no such thing as a Black Hebrew Israelite. All right. That's a term Esau put on our people, and Jake took it on. The black means to be void, dark. And you see the type of moves they make. All right. That dark mindset, wicked. Hebrew Israelite movement is not a movement. It's the truth. All right. Well, the Hebrew Israelite part is the truth. So this guy, he was the one that used to be a follower of one of those camps. So why are they putting Hebrew Israelites to the shooting? No, that guy, they should be putting his name, that's it. And whoever the other suspect was that they call actors. Now, it says a group of African Americans whose members believe they are descendants of the ancient Israelites and may adhere to both Christian and Judaic beliefs. Has nothing to do with what happened, man. Yeah, it could have been a hate crime, what they call a hate crime. You got the right to believe what you want in this society. It's protected by the First Amendment. All right. And no executive order can remove that. I'm going to do a lesson on that later. But we're not to go out and impose that on people. So if we go out and teaching out in the street, lifting up our voice in the public arena where it's legal, right, to publicize, then but the thing is, no one is to infringe their beliefs on anybody. So that's why we do it. That's why the Most High is wise. He told us to go into the highways and the byways. So that way, if somebody stops in front of us and they don't like what we're saying, according to the law, they have to move on. They have the right to move on. They don't have to hear it. But if we go to a park and they sitting down at a table and we just going in, then that's different. You're imposing your beliefs on that person. They can't move because they sitting there eating, or they with their children, something like that. But everybody has the right to walk on when you're in the highways and byways. All right. Now you have a lot of jakes that that go out there and like be just cussing, not cussing, but just acting violent, man. You'll see them. You could tell they babes in the truth, or they just prideful. That they get raised up, but they don't have no wisdom. And they out there beating their chest, man, like a barbarian. Well, these are the type of things you got to worry about now. Them looking at you like you gonna fucking hurt somebody, or like you're a terrorist. All right. And the scriptures say these things are gonna come. Persecution will show up, but now when we out there, when we teaching and we going back and forth with people like Sakari, IUIC, ISUPK, ICGJC, whoever, man, all these people that go by the term Black Hebrew Israelites. When we debating them and we going at them, trying to prove to them that they're Israelites, not Black Israelites, there's a mindset to that, and a political law that that they use against the BHI terminology or label. Now, look what happens. Black Hebrew Israelites in the news. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you get. And you shouldn't feel sorry for these cats, man, when it happens. I say a lot of Jake, man, they claim to be in the truth, but they just don't see it. So what they put Black Hebrew Israelite in the news? So what they built an investigation team? They already have one. They should have been had one. They investigate everything. All right, everybody being investigated. Damn Trump being investigated. Everybody being investigated, man. All right, this is the times we in. And this is the best way for this truth to be put on the main scene, man. All right, out in the open. For it to be publicized, because a lot of people are going to look into it now. And some people are going to see the truth, and some people are going to see that militant bullshit. All right? And those that aren't militant zealots trying to damn kill somebody, they're going to pull away from that BHI bullshit. All right? Yahweh Shah didn't come in that spirit to destroy and kill people. And use Esau's weapon. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a scripture in a minute, but there's a lot of things on my mind dealing with this topic. All right. So we're not supposed to call ourselves Black Hebrew Israelites, and that's not what we are. So it really has nothing to do with us. I see a lot of Jake. That's what I was gonna say. A lot of brothers that claim to be in the truth, they'll do videos like, "Yeah, they coming for us, y'all." No, they're not. They will, but you calling that shit to yourself. They coming for us, y'all. Yeah, no fear. This is not, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Like, sounding scared, man. Hey, yeah, Esau gonna roll up on us. But you still have certain laws in place. You still have Yahweh Shem Yahushua protecting you. First of all, and you have the truth, man. That's supposed to be your shield and buckler, and what divides you and separates you from these knuckleheads. All right, yeah, you're gonna suffer for good, meaning, you could be standing next to these idiots, or walking, teaching somewhere, and You know, and they just people gonna label all Israelites. Just like if you go to Christians, all Christians aren't the same. You know, you have some extremist sects, SECT. You have some militant. You have some feminine. You have some, you know, just different levels of that shit, man. Python Church, all kind of weird shit. In this truth, you have, it's multifaceted, man. All right. You have people that's only gonna get but so close, ever learning but never able to find it. You know, I'm gonna get that scripture too, man. Matter of fact, let's get a couple scriptures real quick. I'm gonna read this topic. But I want to get a couple scriptures first. All right, that's another thing, man. I want to do a lesson on. They say we're anti-Semitic. Listen, man, the word Semitic means to be of Shem. All right, Shem. Now, who you have? Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. We all come through Shem if you're of Esau or Jacob. But the blessing fell on who? Jacob. It's just that simple. So to say that we're anti-Semitic, that's them again claiming that they're the real Jews when they're not. You can't go into an argument like that. If you're anti-Semitic, no, you're anti-Semitic. By you calling Israelites black Hebrew Israelites, you're anti-Semitic. Calling them Africans, you're anti-Semitic. You see that? And really, Esau is the Antichrist, man, the anti-anointed. Ultimately. All right. All the hypocrisies and murder and robbing, stealing, and killing that these Edomites have done to our people. And still to this day, if you voice against them, they try to show or flex their power, which is what? Money. That's why people like Trump is signing executive orders to back the fake Jews over there in our land, those Khazars, right? Trying to make it so universities and colleges can't speak against them or against the Holocaust. It's crazy, man. And that's made up by man. That has nothing to do with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Yahweh Shai says when he shows up, he's going to establish the land of Israel, the children of Israel, and gather them from around the four corners of the earth. All right. Not no Edomite or president, that puppet president that's in office, then out of office, you know, signing executive orders to back those Ashkenazi fake Jews who are Edomites. And if you speak against them, you have no right to freedom of speech anymore, freedom of religion. Well, it's in the First Amendment. All right, and no executive order can change that. See that? So what they're saying is politically, and according to their law, America only still recognizes those fake Jews as Israel. That's what they call themselves, Israelis. All right. So what does that mean? More taxes, more funding, more military conflicts in Israel with NATO and America. They're tying themselves together. All right. So that's on a whole nother level, man. But you're going to have situations like this where people jump out there. Let me read this real quick. This is Romans 12 and 17. Recompense no man evil for evil. So that's any person, man. All right, not just our brothers in the truth, because you don't know who's your brother. You know, except for those that are doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You can't go according to color. So what he say? Recompense to no man evil for evil. And what Esau have done to us is evil. All right. It says provide things honest in the sight of all men. And what's the honest thing, which is what? The truth. All right. You're not supposed to go out and kill somebody or murder somebody. That's Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's judgment. He said, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. He said, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. You have no right to go ahead of him, man. and slaughter somebody and give them your judgment. All right. And it don't matter what Esau think. It don't matter because they're going to do what they do as far as persecuting us. But this is supposed to be your truth right here. These are the things you're supposed to be saying if you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. All right. Verse 18. If it be possible. So if it's possible, meaning if you have to defend yourself, that's different. You defending your family, that's different. All right. Esau knows what you're ready to harm you. That's different. You're going to take him out. Or he going to take you out, either one. You know, you're going to, defend yourself. That's why I said, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. All right. So be at peace with all men. Are we going to walk with them? No. I mean, how can two walk together unless they be agreed? You don't have to agree in the spirit. You don't have to agree in your ways. You be what? Separate spiritually. Yeah, you still got to work with Esau, work with these heathens, work with your own people, which is wicked. 2/3 of our people are still wicked. If it be possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men. All right. So do your work quietly and in peace. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves. I mean, how clear is that? Avenge not yourselves, man. So you're not supposed to go out seeking your own vengeance. You're supposed to be here to do the will of the Father. Yahweh Shai said he had so many things he would like to say to those people back then, but he came instead to do the will and speak the words of Yahweh. Just like today, we speak the words of Yahweh Shai. We say, thus saith Yahweh, thus saith Yahweh Shai. Not thus saith me. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. All right. Vengeance is his, man. I will repay, saith Yahweh Shai. All right. And it says, therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. Now, this towards your brethren. If they become your enemy. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire up on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. So that's what you're supposed to represent here. Good. All right. And the Lord's going to defend you when they falsely accuse us. You see that? But if you go out and murder somebody, where's the falsehood? If they accuse you of murder, there's a crime committed. All right. You can hate somebody all you want. You can, and that's the thing. We don't hate people. We just hate the wickedness upon this earth. And if that wickedness is embodied in the soul of a man or a person, then we hate that vessel. All right. That existence. And it's up to the Most High to remove that or not. All right. But when you harm somebody, that's when it becomes what you call a hate crime, when you physically harm them over it. Not just because they got posts and beliefs on social media. You can't tie those two together. They have to literally go out there and say, I'm doing this for that reason. You know, and maybe it was, who knows, man. But he did the crime. He got to do the time. It is what it is. That's how it goes. This is Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance. See, he said vengeance is his. So the Lord is going to repay his vengeance on Esau, on these Edomites or fake Jews or Khazars or Amalek. So the Lord is going to avenge them. We don't know who's who. You can be sitting next to a dark-skinned person and their father goes back to Esau. You just don't know, man. All right, we in the same time period almost as Adam in the beginning, to where everything had to be spiritual. You can point at somebody, but everybody was the same complexion at that time. In these times, we don't know the colors. We don't know who's who. So the Lord's saying, don't focus on the flesh. Focus on the heart, the spirit, the mind. All right. And where wickedness is, you rebuke it. And that's just it. And his word cut up to the bone and to the marrow. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom. See, it's his vengeance by the hand of my people Israel. And that's going to come in the kingdom. All right. Not right now. You see, people read that scripture like, yeah, that's right. Time to bring the vengeance. No, these are the times of what? Trial and testimony, man. All right. And temptation. and proving ourselves to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power. That's why the Lord said, what? Wait ye upon him till he rise up to the prey. And you're supposed to be in patience and long suffering, man. And that's it. This is Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh. So you're supposed to be waiting until the day that I rise up to the prey. And who's the prey? Esau, the fake Jews, 2/3 of our people, which is up in the verse, a few verses up, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Zephaniah or Zechariah. It talks about 2/3 being destroyed. So that's of who? The children of Israel, our own people, and these heathens, man. So they're the prey. All right. And the Lord is who? The lion. He's in the background waiting to pounce on you damn devils. He waiting for y'all to make your move. Cause this is, this is a bad move by the BHI movement, and it can make us all look bad. All right. You know, you have a bad family member to make your whole family look bad. All right. But he could have been an actor, who knows, paid off. But it's written in the scriptures that these heathens are going to move on everybody soon, not just Israelites. They're going to move on Jake that's in the world too when they shut down America. Martial law. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Yahweh is going to send Yahushua, the conquering lion. They're going to break every chain, waiting in the field, in the heavens, ready to pounce, you know, like a lion. To pour upon them mine indignation. Oh, for my determination is to gather the nations. See, that's what we waiting on, for the Lord gathering all the nations and sifting, according to Amos chapter 9. All right. It says what? That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So you gonna start your own judgment, or you gonna wait on the Lord's judgment? All right, because His judgment is gonna be better. All right, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna make this kind of brief, man. Do a few lessons on this topic. Matthew 10:15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. So an idiot would read that and look right over that and say, nah, Lord, I got it. I'm gonna go shoot up a synagogue. Man, you're a fool. You ain't doing nobody no justice by doing that. All right, because the system is still in place. Esau's Edomite supremacy is still in place, and Esau is still ruling. So what have you done, you know, by doing that? Verse 16, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, man. He didn't say as wolves in the midst of sheep. He said he sent us forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Yeah, he said we're going to be as lion in the midst of sheep, among the flock of sheep. And if we go through and tear it in pieces, that's true. Look at this idiot here that, you know, he destroyed people and his damn self. Yeah, Jake crazy, it's true. You know, we'll do some damage, but it says what? That's not what we're sent here for. We're sent here to be what? Harmless as sheep, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right. So if you're wise, you're going to understand what times we're in. We're not in that time. We're in the time of spiritual warfare. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in the synagogues. All right. So these things will come. All right. Where they falsely accuse people and things like that. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So that could happen. to where they start to question people and asking, are you a terrorist and all these different things. Well, you ask them, are they damn terrorists? Right? Proof is in the pudding. All right. But when they deliver you up, take no thought. See? That's why he said, man, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. All right. So you have people like Paul. He couldn't wait to stand before the judge, man. Shit. To be in this truth, man, and to stand before a judge, yeah, this truth is beautiful, man. You speak this truth in front of anybody. You know, the Lord said if you're ashamed of him, he's going to be ashamed of you. So what are they to fear, man? They can't, they could, because it's Esau society. But Yahushua being delivered his elect by them, man. All right? If they try to put hands on any Israelites and claiming that they're in the BHI movement or terrorists, you have the Southern Poverty Law Center. I think that's what it's called. And they have certain camps on there as hate groups. All right, like my brothers over there at GMS, and they tie them in with the BHI movement. Man, they have that. They have the BHI on there too, Black Hebrew Israelites. All right. So that's why brothers got to move a certain way. Right? Because a lot of cats, they go out there and claim GMS, and they be out there like, fuck you, Esau, I'm going to kill you, talking crazy and shit. We're going to do this to you. We're going to do that to you. Well, you got to remember what you represent, what umbrella you're a part of. If you don't hear the apostles talking like that, you shouldn't be talking like that. You get what I'm saying? Because really you ain't going to do shit. You don't know what you're going to do. It's really about Yahushua. We know for sure what he's going to do. You can only hope for what you're going to do. All right? That's why it's better to go out and teach the word, sharpen up on your scriptures so you can just teach, man. And that's it. Go home, have a glass of wine. Crazy ass people, man. This is 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushua shall suffer persecution. All right. That being falsely accused, scoffing at us, you know, afflictions, all these different things, man. And it may even come to the point of jail time, but it won't be for somebody going out and shooting somebody. It'll be for you preaching his word, something like that. All right. And even that, they got to go through a lot of loopholes to do that. So that's why the Lord said, when these things begin to happen, don't be troubled, man, because the end is not yet. And when the end comes, they're gonna roll up on the brothers, the sincere ones. All right. But the Lord said he's gonna hide his hopeful elect in that day. He's gonna protect you. And the heathen shall not be able to do anything. So there's nothing to fear, man. It's just about staying that steady course. You know, keep teaching. You had nothing to do with that shit. You just have nothing to do with it. Just like any other damn murder out here. You know? Where was I at? There you go. It says, yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushua. So if you call yourself spiritual in this truth, living godly in the truth, shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers, people like that guy, shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. All right, you false camps out there calling yourselves Black Hebrew Israelites. You know, now you got to hang on to that label. You got to stand on that. All right, because we are Hebrew speaking Israelites, living and breathing in the flesh, awakened souls. That's who we are legally and spiritually. All right. We're not no damn Black Hebrew Israelites, and we all not the same. You know, just because somebody put on a garment or they call themselves an Israelite, that don't mean we're the same. Damn idiots out there not listening, man. A lot of y'all moving in fear. You gotta stop pulling that shit onto you, man. They coming for us, y'all. No, they coming for that motherfucker. Yeah, the fake Jews is controlling the narrative, putting it out there in the media. And that fake Jew, the mayor, I'm gonna do a lesson on him too. You know, it's an agenda against the Israelite movement, but he still shot that place up at the end of the day, man. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance to everything. So it's just the times we're in. And so now they've built an investigative unit. They've been investigating. They got damn Facebook. What's the other shit called? Instagram, FBI, right there, right? They watch it. They listening to everybody's shit. But investigative unit meaning they literally gonna take taxpayers' dollars and create, just like on The Wire. They get in the room and they building cases on people. If you ain't got nothing to hide, you ain't got nothing to hide. You just teaching the word. You teaching the truth. That's it. You go to work every day. You go home. You know. So, hey man, I'm gonna end it here, man. And I'm gonna do left some topics throughout the day, Yahweh Ratazah, because there's so much to talk about, and you got to kind of divide it all up. So I'm gonna end it there, man. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. And all these people here, man, in this movement especially, that ICG bullshit, that follow that comfy guy, Tazadakia. When that shit happened with Tazadakia, when he was stealing money from people, taxes, whatever that was, a lot of jakes was like, yeah, they coming for us. Like, yo, you ain't doing tax evasion, are you? Like, y'all gotta watch what the hell y'all be saying, man. And a lot of y'all know y'all was talking shit all over social media. You need to guard your tongue, man. Be more professional about this truth, about this business. And remember that you don't just represent yourself. You know? You represent whatever camp you with. All right. It says Black Hebrew Israelites, what we know about the fringe group. See how they try to label. A suspect in the deadly attack on a kosher market in Jersey City, Lord never said make anything kosher, was connected to the Black Hebrew Israelites. There's no such thing as a Black Hebrew Israelite, which has been labeled a hate group. All right. It's been labeled by Esau a hate group. We can label the people can label, the public can label Esau a hate group. You fake Jews a hate group. The things y'all say and your actions. All right. And what they doing to them damn Pakistanis what's that land, man? Philistine. All right. What they doing to all them people over there, man. So, hey, man, you know, everybody pointing the finger at everybody. This happened. It's fortunate but unfortunate, you know, because of the timing. Yeah, you want to see your enemy destroyed, but you may work with somebody and you be cool with them, but you don't want to see them get killed. It's up to the Most High. That's why the Lord said we're going to do according to his anger. And though he wounds and he kills, he makes alive. All right. It said, seek not your own vengeance. So what you're supposed to do, go out and rebuke with all exhortation, that they may go into the gates of the nobles, not going out there to kill the damn nobles. Don't make sense, man. So, hey, this is just gonna be number one, and I'm gonna go into a few more topics later on today. All right, but yes, with that I'm gonna say shalom.